Dear all, welcome to Civil Services with ZAKI. Today we are going to discuss about what are the major features of the earth. So if you see about the mountain, some type of glacier and all things, basically you see only on the land, which is only 29%. But about 71% is ocean, and beneath these also some type of the features like oceanic plateau, mountain range, mountain chain, etc. So let's we start and going to discuss about the world feature, and basically as you see in this map, we announce, and basically I am very glad to inform you that about total 22 questions asked from our Mega 50 PT series, and also from the previous year's PT question 2020, 21 and 2020. So all from the YouTube channel, from our blog. Basically our blog is also known as Civil Services with ZAKI. So these are basically 22 questions, and total from ecology, environment, geography and science and tech, grand total 44 questions asked by UPSC PT in 2022, and in this 22 questions directly from the Civil Services with ZAKI. One of the such questions like as you see here, basically the wetland. So wetland are called the kidney of the world. So exact these word also mentions our current affairs, daily current affairs on my blog. So see here, so these type of current affairs also, like what is B cell, what is T cells, and also CAR C therapy, as you know. So all these science and tech, ecology, environment and geography, grand total 44. So 44 is vital, as we several times asked by our student that about 40 plus questions every year from the science and technology, ecology, environment and the geography. So these part of the very significant. So so that's why you must subscribe our channel and also follow my blog, because most of the question also directly from my blog. So that's all about it. Is a good news, and I hope if you will appear in 2023 and 2023, then we will provide a series like current affairs in science and technology, ecology, environment and geography from October 2022. So that's why subscribe our channel. So let's we move forward, and today's topic is what are the major features of the earth, and basically it is our major geographical concept series, and it is and only for only few video geomorphology on geomorphology left, because one of the volcano and another is earthquake. So let's see what are the major features of our earth, which so as you know, oceans cover 71% of the earth's surface, and 7 continents make up the most of the rest surface, about 29%, and island account less than 2%. So if we see, we are all familiar with the continent and their remarkable diversity of landform, from broad coastal plain to steep mountain and snow-capped mountain, features of the ocean floor, and basically these are the continent features. But the features of the ocean floor not generally seen by the people, because they are just as diverse, as include deep trenches and submarine mountains and etc. Because still few years, if you see back, only 5% are ocean explored. So now about 30% ocean explored too, and some of the satellite data also reveal the various features of the oceans. So let's move forward and see. This is our map. and this is our world map. And if we see what are the characteristic of each type of feature, so see here you see the desert, you see the some type of the plateau and all that. So today we will explore how each of these feature form. So it is worth to some time examine this map. So we examine this map, and which represent the world we called home. So it is our home. So we see and we know more about our home. So what are the features of our home? So see here, this is our earth, and basically this map show large feature on the land and the sea floor, and the color of the land form images taken by the satellite. So these images of land are taken by the satellite. So you know modern time and latest technology, so you must use for the preparation of the civil services or other thing modern technology, latest technology. So images taken by satellite orbiting earth and show the vegetation area called green, and the rocky area brown, and the sandy area tan. So Greenland and Antarctica are white and light gray, and see ocean's color show the depth of the sea floor range, which light blue means sea floor shallow, and the darkened blue it is the deepest part of the ocean. So let's we move forward and see the some of the feature of the our oceans. So as we know, like earth landform, there's ocean also have mountain chain. So see here, parts of the sea floor have mountain, the highest of which form island. So some of the mountain above from the sea level and finally form an island arc. So such as for example Hawaii as a hot spot, as you know, we were discuss all about what is continental hotspot and what is the oceanic hotspot. So Hawaii is the oceanic hotspot. So most of the mountain of the sea floor does not reach the sea level. So it means some of the mountain below the sea level, and this type of the form called seamount. So seamount, like if you see here, these are the basically Hawaiian island, and beyond the Hawaiian island, such as the Emperor Seamount. So Emperor Seamount from the Hawaiian island are basically the chain of the seamount and island. Further, see here, it is Hawaiian island and Emperor Seamount. So further we move and see another feature, some big island like New Zealand. New Zealand, if we see here New Zealand, so New Zealand is a large island, and such new island New Zealand look like a small version of continent. As we know, in ancient time, some past geological history, New Zealand is a part of the new continent. This continent was called Zealandia. So Zealandia is also new discovery. So we move further and see another feature of our home planet. So see here, it is most of the plain part of our ocean, and it is called basically abyssal plain. So much of the ocean floor is moderately deep. It means 3 to 5 kilometer deep, and has fairly smooth surface. Such a smooth deep part of the sea floor is known as abyssal plain. So these are called abyssal plain. So if you see, this is abyssal plain. So this is abyssal plain. And see another feature. If we move forward and see the another feature, so another big feature of our ocean is mid-oceanic ridge. So if we see here, it is East Pacific, right? So a mid-oceanic ridge is a broad symmetrical ridge that cross an ocean basin. Most of the ridge are 2 to 3 kilometer higher than the average depth of the sea floor. So one long ridge named as Pacific rise. So here depicted here, it is called East Pacific rise. No, it is heading towards North America. Another occupy middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and it is called Mid-Oceanic Ridge or Mid-Atlantic Ridge. So it is Mid-Atlantic Ridge. So it is another picture. So this is called Mid-Oceanic Ridge. Some part of you see Indian Ocean also divided by these ridge. Another feature is, if you see here minutely, it is a fracture near the ridge. So if you see here, cracks and escape across the seafloor mostly at the right angle of the mid-oceanic ridge, such a feature is called oceanic fracture zone. So it is oceanic fracture zone. We move forward and see another feature of our home planet Earth. So see here, you see the UK and surrounded by this red circle. So it is called continental shelf. So what is continental shelf? So some continent continue towards from the shoreline under a shallow seawater for the hundreds of kilometers. Forming a submerged benches known as continental shelf. So basically these continental shelf are actually a part of the continent. So this is called continental shelf. We move forward and see another feature. All continents contain large interior region with gentle topography, and some continents have a flat coastal plain and other have mountain range. Some continent contain some of the mountain range middle of the continent, like Ural. You see here Ural mountain divided into Europe and Asia. So it only if you see the major two continent, Asia and Europe, divided by the Ural mountain. Another feature of our earth is, see here, it is the mountain range. So some mountain are the margin of the continent and the oceans. So border with the continent. So why these mountains are formed here? Because that is subduction zone. So what is subduction zone? See my previous video. So we move forward and see, this is our Tibetan plateau. So most of the continental area have elevation less than 1 to 2 kilometers. Broad high region called plateau. Some of the broad and high region of our earth called plateau reach higher elevation such as the Tibetan plateau, southern Asia. Continent also contain such, if you see here it's also contain Himalayan range. So great Himalayas also. So it is also contain a mountain range and individual mountains, such type of the Mount Everest. It is the highest point of our earth, Mount Everest, 8,849 meters. So we move forward and see another feature of our earth, and this feature is very, very significant because this is called oceanic trench. So what is oceanic trench? If we see, ocean trenches make up of the deepest part of the ocean. Some ocean trenches follow the edge of the continent, like the near South America, edge of the continent, you find some trenches, and other follow whereas other form isolated covering dark. Most ocean trenches are in the Pacific Ocean. So if we see here most of the ocean trenches near the Pacific, from Japan to the Mariana Trench. Mariana Trench is the deepest part of the earth, approx 11 kilometers in the depth. So if you put Mount Everest in the Mariana Trench, Mount Everest submerged and water level beneath the Mount Everest about 2 kilometer. So because Mount Everest approx 9 kilometer, so this is here you see here is Mariana Trench. Here if you see the arrow, this red circle, this is Mariana Trench. So this is called oceanic trench. So we move forward and see another feature of our earth. Some continents such as the South America are flanked by an ocean trench. As we say, some of the ocean trench are near the margin of the continent. But other continents such as, if you see Australia, if you see Africa, have no nearby trenches. So you not found any such type of the trenches like South America, like the Japan or some type of the Asia. Why there is no oceanic trench? Because it's still considered as the Asia and Australia and Africa are the oldest continent. So see here, it is Australia. So you don't find any type of the trenches. Another is, if you see here, you find here trenches like South America, and another is Africa. So if you see Africa, you find no any trenches near Africa. So we also another feature of our earth, our planet earth, our home, is called oceanic plateau. So basically the ocean contains several broad elevated regions, such of which is an oceanic plateau. So it is called oceanic plateau. Such of the for example, the Kerguelen Plateau near Antarctica, as you see here, it is Kerguelen Plateau near Antarctica, is one of the example. And another example plateau is the northeast of the Australia. So northeast Australia you also find a oceanic plateau. So this is oceanic plateau. So that's all about the major feature of our earth. We see what is trenches, what is mid-oceanic ridge, what is abyssal plain, and all major terminology. After that, our next video will be on the volcano, and after volcano, the last video on the geomorphology will be provided you on the topic earthquake. So thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our channel, tell your friend, and basically it is very significant video, because as you as provide some of the this year PT question, we also start a main series. And if you want to join our optional geography class, then we soon start English optional with the sub-study IAS. So thanks for watching this video. We will meet in the next video. Thanks a lot.